Good morning, everybody. Aaron Burk, your training foreman. As part of your membership, you afforded a few minutes every week on how to become a more effective networker. And so that kind of training and insight and little tidbits and tricks apply to everywhere you go, no matter where you're at. But it applies to your business, applies to personal life, and applies to networking as well. So it's great to see people taking notes and picking up on any tips or tricks they might pick up in this moment. So starting off the house maintenance, Sharon already said to turn your cell phones down. Paul, if you can keep one eye out for a guest in case they walk in. If they do, feel free to step up and greet them and introduce. There's a table here free if we get one late. And Zoom people, we have no Zoom people. We're good to go. All right, let's talk. So last time we spoke on your training moment, does anybody remember what the topic was? Testing, everybody? Nobody was writing notes.
30
It was 2 weeks ago, so I don't blame you.
Yeah, the 30-second commercial.
30-second commercial, your elevator pitch, right? Okay, so I had so little time, I really forgot a big piece of that. So we're gonna do a little review of 2 weeks ago and continue on with the 30-second commercial. Okay, so last 2 weeks ago, we said that you should be prepared, number one, right? Prepare it in advance. Have it. It's a canned speech. It's a canned, so you memorize it. That's why we're here. We do it every single week to memorize it, so it becomes natural to say in any circumstance, right? So that's a great value to come every week, just to stand up and say a 30-second pitch, because it forces you to practice that, okay? And you use that everywhere you go. Bank line, your gas station, the supermarket line, introductions with other business folks, your vendors, anything, and everywhere. It's a great tool to memorize. That's why you come every week. Now, so we talked about the open, right? It doesn't have to be, hi, I'm Aaron Burk. I'm a painter. That sounds a little boring, right? Instead say, I burn your house down. And then from that arises a beautiful swan from the ashes. I'm Aaron Burk, Burk's Custom Painting. That kind of thing mixes it up a little bit on your elevator speech. Practice that. Maybe toy with the opening a little bit, right? It gets people's attention real quick, okay? Also, it's got to be quick. It's concise, it's to the point, and it's less than 30 seconds. People's mentally, they're checked out after 10 seconds, right? So it's quick. You got to be quick with it. It could be done in 15 seconds. You don't need 30 seconds. So because your audience has already checked out. After you said your name and what you do, they don't hear another thing. Okay, so remember that it's just a mental effect. People just their brains operate faster than that. Okay, so it's natural for people to not hear anything after your opening. Okay, so on your middle, the middle, here's what I forgot to say 2 weeks ago. Okay, it's the most important part of the 30-second commercial is to be specific. So have a specific ask. So today, as we stand up and say our 30-second commercial, I'm going to encourage you to, in the middle, have a specific ask. Something that you're asking for. It's relevant to your business. What do you need? Pierre's always saying, I need employees. That's a great ask. Specific ask. The more specific, the better. Specific is terrific. Remember that. Specific is terrific. That means if you know the name of, it's Ralph Johnson, who works for the golf course in Palos Verdes, the Trump golf course. He's the maintenance manager. If you know Ralph Johnson, I need a personal introduction to Ralph. That's how specific you can be. All the way down to the name of the person if you can. And if you can't, just comes up a little bit, but be as specific as possible. So specific is terrific when you're doing a 30-second commercial. Make sure you have a specific ask, something. It's whatever your company needs at the time. Your best client, what have you. And then at the close, what was the close? I talked about it last time, 2 weeks ago. Your close is a memorable hook. So work on that and practice that too outside of this meeting. Practice and think about what could be a memorable hook for you. Okay? So specific is terrific. memorable hook, and that's your training moment. Let's see how we do today. Let's practice that, okay? Something specific. That's it. That's your training moment.